calling all Tampa LadyGangers, or really anyone who wants to fly into Tampa to see us live at the Tampa Improv on June 26th at 3 p.m. We're going to have a grand old time, and head over to theladygang.com to get your tickets now. See you there.
Today's episode of LadyGang is brought to you by the new Starbucks Baya Energy Drink with caffeine naturally found in coffee fruit. It's energy that's good. Starbucks Baya Energy Drink is available online at grocery stores, convenience stores, and gas stations nationwide.
It's time for a Quickie.
Podcast One presents The Lady Gang, the Hollywood girl posse, with Lady Gang Quickie. Here's Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Let's make this quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang Quickie. I am Becca here with Jack and Kelty.
Hello.
And we're feeling icky.
I'm feeling icky.
I'm feeling so icky.
Wait, why? What's going on with you guys?
I mean, just life in general.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't seen Jack with her hair in a messy bun for a long time. You know, it's Desperation Station when we get a messy bun.
Oh, yeah. Feeling it.
I'm feeling icky because I'm up here in Canada, and I've never had allergies my whole life. I have lived blissfully unaware of what an allergy is like. Like, I watched television and I saw the ads that people are like snuffy, blah, 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 like, and I've never felt it. For some reason, I guess, you know, whatever's happening in Canada right now, there's so much pollen in the air that you can see it floating around. You have to kind of move the curtains through the air. And I'm having allergies for the first time in my life. It's horrible. Allergy sufferers, I'm sorry.
Take a Zyrtec.
I've been taking stuff, and then it's so dry. It's like a goddamn desert up here. So I have a humidifier I'm sleeping with. I was like, I don't know who I am, but it's all falling apart. So
welcome to my life. That was
allergies are terrible. And I was like, is this ever going to go away? Like, now it's been like 2 weeks. Like, is there a point where your body gets used to it and then you don't have the cold anymore?
Well, and you know what? Your body like develops new allergies every 7 years. So this just might be your new normal.
It's your new Hashimoto's.
You needed something, Kelty. You needed something to identify through.
I was feeling plain. I was feeling not too delicate. I was feeling too healthy. Yeah.
I think this is going to be your new thing. You can just complain about it on every podcast. Maybe we can get a Claritin sponsor, you know?
No, Zyrtec. Zyrtec is the jam.
Is it? We don't have that. I went to the store and there was one thing, and I already took one today, but like one whole... Anyway, nobody wants to hear about allergies. It's terrible. Sorry to allergy sufferers everywhere. I haven't been on your team.
You're now walking in our shoes.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a fun life.
Oh. Anyway, okay, so how are you, Becca? Are you also ick, or no, are you good?
Well, I mean, not so much ick, but I did have to wake up. Well, I had my alarm set for 6 a.m. because I had a 7 a.m. dentist appointment.
Wow, I didn't even know dentists were open that early.
This one is, and this is actually a great segue because I mentioned your Hashimoto's, but I learned a really great thing at the dentist. This could be, I mean... I don't know I think it's wrong, and I started to Google it, and it looks right. But my dentist was telling me that the fluoride in our toothpaste is actually disrupting our thyroid. It is not allowing iodine. It like deflects iodine, which I guess your thyroid needs, and it also fucks up your melatonin. So we really shouldn't be using toothpaste with fluoride in it.
I feel like I've heard that fluoride is kind of a scam in general for other reasons.
I heard it was a scam too.
She said that
we don't want fluoride.
A byproduct from something that we're trying to just get rid of. And it's like we have so much of it that we're like putting it in toothpaste. And it's like, yes. And people are like, but I thought you needed it so your teeth don't rot. But apparently there's something called, I know this is riveting, you guys, but this is my new thing I'm into. And so I'm very sorry. There's hydroxy.
You took notes? She's looking at her phone, you guys. She wrote down dentist notes.
All right.
Wow.
No, it's the toothpaste that I ordered. Hydroxyapatite. That I guess is what, like, fluoride is the poor man's this. Oh. And listen, I could be right, I could be wrong, but this dentist was the most thorough, smartest dentist I've ever seen in my whole life. And I got her information from two people here who are really up on, like, they knew
Teeth.
that.
They're
Well,
really-
no, they
they're
knew
the
that like
teeth-
deodorant was killing us before Gwyneth
Teeth
Paltrow did.
influencers.
Is this like a homeopathic dentist?
No, she does all the treatments. Like she's not like use twigs to floss your teeth.
Yeah.
But she's just like studies. What I'm doing with all this studying of what chemicals are doing to our bodies, it all really fucks up like our endocrine system. So that's like our hormonal balances, which is essentially what throws off your entire being if your hormones are off. So all these endocrine disruptors are in our products. And so they're screwing up our lives and our bodies.
Dr. Becca. Actually, I will say, I subscribe to the Newsette, which is like a lady newsletter, and it
Yes.
came this morning, and it was all about tongue scraping. So
Oh, okay. Did
You don't have to say booyah. We agree. We like it. We just don't like putting it on social media. So you can't die on this hill.
I literally tongue scrape every single night, and I put it down in the sink, and I do not bring out a camera.
you're supposed to do it in the morning. Okay, this is the ick episode. So I noticed
Speaking of ick,
speaking of it,
tongue
I
scraping.
noticed the youths on the internet are using the term like it gives me the ick.
Yes.
Jack, resident elder emo, can you please define the ick?
So the way that I found out about the ick was from Love Island. And on Love Island, obviously these people, strangers come into a house and they, date each other, get to know each other. And then the ick is what happens when you really, really like somebody and then they do something. And then all of a sudden it's like a light switch and it went from like you being so enamored by them to you being disgusted by them. That is the ick. And it usually just happens in like a snap of a second. So now it's become a whole thing because everybody knows what that is. Everybody's had that experience with somebody where they've loved them, they've been like so obsessed with them, and then they did something weird, and then it's all gone.
Have either of you ever experienced the ick?
I experienced my first ick in second grade.
Oh my god.
There was
Early
a skater
ick.
boy. There was a skater boy named Peter. I know his last name, but I don't want to embarrass him. Peter. He had a blonde bowl cut. Really,
course he did.
I really liked
love
him like that back then.
Same.
And I was obsessed with Peter. He was like the cutest and like the coolest. And we went on a field trip, and I remember really plotting how I was going to sit next to Peter on the bus to the school trip. And I, finagled my way around, got it conveniently seated next to Peter. I looked to my right, and he had so much earwax in his ear. And it was immediate. The spell was broken, and I was no longer Peter Kiley's admirer.
The ick.
That's a icky ick.
It was devastating. It was it's so hard to face that.
It really is. I feel like the thing about like icks that people talk about today though are they're not gross. They're just like
They're
random
things they
things
do.
that people do.
Yes, like call the server by their first name.
That's a good one.
So I have some examples of ick that I thought I'd bring to you, and then you can fill in your own icks as we go. Okay.
Okay.
Fred Durst singing "She Does It All for the Nookie" gives me the ick.
I don't like that one. I love Fred Durst. I love Limp Bizkit. And he is rich. So
After that documentary about Woodstock, I hate Fred Durst now.
yeah, Woodstock 99.
Didn't he incite like that whole...
Fire that like burned down Woodstock.
No, it was like the Stampede. Wasn't it Limp Bizkit responsible for like white male rage or something?
I don't know if they were like the number one person at the Woodstock, but they're definitely responsible for, I think, like a fire that broke out.
They were
Okay.
definitely responsible for extra long Dickies shorts. Yeah. That also give me the ick. Okay. My boy got the ick from a girl not knowing how to attach PDF files to emails.
That's a good one. I
Wait.
feel like that's something that everybody should just know.
A
as
guy didn't
millennial.
know how to attach.
No, a girl didn't know how to attach a PDF file to an email.
Oh. Is she an artist?
She's a creative. Thinking about all of our things sitting in a storage unit collecting dust for a few months gives me the ick.
That sounds like something that might give you the ick, Kelty. Or
Yeah.
like just, I don't know, anybody with
But
OCD or like hoarding kind of a thing.
this phrase, is it only for people? Or you can say like, because that's just a scenario. You can use it for.
No, I think an ick is becoming universal. Like people who call food sexy or make sexual comments about what they're eating seriously gives me the ick.
Yes, that's so gross.
That's more, I mean, the way that I think of an ick is like coming from like a romantic partner and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're turned off.
Yeah.
And that
But
it
like-
would be one of them.
But Salt Bae, remember Salt Bae?
He was a sexual food man.
He was a sexual food man, and it didn't give me the ick. It gave me the opposite of the ick. I almost wanted to eat a meat.
But that's why he was so famous and popular, because he was the only one that could do that. And anybody else that tried to replicate like sensualness into food making, it didn't work.
It's true.
Only Salt Bae.
So this next sponsor, Guru Nanda, has changed my oral hygiene, my oral care, and it is amazing. Did you know that there is harmful bacteria and toxins living in your gums causing bad breath? Thankfully, Guru Nanda coconut and mint pulling oil is a safe and natural way to extract the toxins and harmful bacteria from your mouth while protecting the good guy bacteria. So you simply use it before brushing, and their oil contains only the highest quality natural ingredients, free of alcohol, synthetic chemicals, preservatives, artificial colors, and fragrances, and GMOs. Guru Nanda coconut and mint pulling oil freshens breath, pulls tartar and bad bacteria from the gum line, and naturally whitens teeth. My mouth feels a million times cleaner when I do this before I brush my teeth. And right now, for a limited time, you can save $3 off each bottle purchased exclusively at Walmart. Grab your Guru Nanda coconut and mint pulling oil at Walmart today and the Checkout 51 Savings app. Plus, Guru Nanda is giving away a $500 gift card and a year's supply of pulling oil. Just go to gurunanda.com/win for your chance to win a $500 Walmart gift card.
This episode of LadyGang is brought to you by Rothy's. I just love my Rothy's so much, and Chris wears them too. It's just such a good, easy sneaker, and they're stylish, and there's not a bunch of labels all over them, and they go with dresses and shorts, and you can wear them and get them dirty, and you put them in the washing machine, and they come right out, so it's like the last pair of white sneakers you'll ever have to buy. They have tons of patterns and tons of colors and tons of styles, obviously. They have these like chic kind of pointed toe flats that you can wear to work, but I just love my lace-up sneaker pair, and I also love my leopard print slip-ons. I just think they're so cute, even with just a legging and a sweatshirt. So your new favorite shoes are waiting, guys. And they're made from plastic water bottles, so you can feel good about what you're buying. Discover the versatile style you can wear absolutely anywhere and get $20 off. Hey, $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/ladygang. That's Rothys, ROTHYS.com/ladygang for $20 off your first order.
LadyGang is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Let's face it, sometimes multitasking can be overwhelming, like when your favorite podcast is playing, like the LadyGang, and the person next to you is talking and your car fan is blasting, all while you're trying to find the perfect parking spot. But then again, sometimes multitasking is easy, like quoting with Progressive Insurance. They do the hard work of comparing rates so you can find a great rate that works for you, even if it's not with them. Give their nifty comparison tool a try, and you might just find getting the rate and coverage you deserve is easy. All you need to do is visit Progressive's website to get a quote with all the coverages you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection. Then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options from other companies all lined up and ready to compare, so it's simple to choose the rate and coverage you like. Press play on comparing auto rates. Quote at progressive.com to join the over 27 million drivers who trust Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This episode of LadyGang is brought to you by the new Starbucks Baya Energy Drink. With caffeine naturally found in coffee fruit, it's energy that's good. This Starbucks Baya Energy Drink is available online at grocery stores, convenience stores, gas stations. You can find it anywhere. What's really interesting about it is that I've never been an energy drink person. I've never gone into the fridge and been like, I think I'm going to have an energy drink. But I actually kept these in my downstairs office little mini fridge I have. And in the mid-afternoon, when I started to get a little bit of those afternoon sleepies, I'd pull one out, and they're so light and really delicious and don't make you shaky or anything. It's kind of just this refreshing fruit-flavored boost of feel-good energy. The flavors are awesome. Raspberry lime is my favorite, but they also have pineapple, passion fruit, and mango guava. It's just a really really cute drink that I think you're going to enjoy this summer. So next time you're stopping for a drink at the store or the gas station, grab a Starbucks Baya Energy Drink. It's available online at grocery stores, convenience stores, and gas stations nationwide.
The Lady Gang.
This one's for Becca. Someone wrote, whenever I watch shows or movies, I think about how it's all just a script, and I imagine them practicing their lines, and it gives me the ick and ruins it for me no matter how good the actors are. Why do I do this?
This happens to me if I smoke weed. So I can only watch like top performing comedic actors when I smoke weed. Otherwise, I can see everybody's fake performance. It gives you, this person's very skilled. They don't have to be under the influence of marijuana, but
Yeah.
that's why I can only watch Will Ferrell in Step Brothers, because he's
So specific.
he's actually like Shakespearean when it comes to comedy. You cannot find him working. Like, you can't see through any of it.
Wow.
And then Jason Bateman, and there are a few films that I find I can really get lost in them.
I love Jason Bateman. I'm going to take it a step further with this specific ick. I can't watch TV shows that are filmed in like high definition because it looks so real that it looks like a set, and then I can't really get immersed in the whole thing either. Like, everything looks like a 5-hour energy commercial, like really shitty, that you just it ruins it.
Wait, it looks too good or too bad?
It looks too bad. Like, when you shoot in high def, you don't get like the cinematicness of it in my mind. Like, it just looks like you're kind of sitting in the set with these people while they're acting. And then I can't get past it. Does that make sense?
Yes,
yeah,
I know exactly
it does
what
make
you mean.
sense. Someone said, people buying the lottery gives me the ick.
Like buying lottery tickets.
Yeah, I agree. This is a hard one for me.
I love
like,
it.
I'm all for go to Vegas and have your $100 and like play some blackjack. But to me, when I'm like watching, when I'm going into 7-Eleven for my daily meal of a Pop-Tart and a Diet Coke, and I see, well, that should give me the ick too, and I see people on their lunch break and they're like, I'm going to get one of those, also the ick, like cheese dogs that's been rolling on that like rolling cooker for like years, literally years. And they're like, I'm going to get that and some like nachos with the cheese that you get at arenas, and then like a Coke, and then I'm going to pick up a couple lottery tickets. I'm like, your money could be spent better in so many ways. Like, this is not the best $5. Like, this is not a good use of your dollars, cheese dog.
I feel like buying lottery tickets is very generational though. Like, are millennials buying lottery tickets, or is that like a boomer thing? My parents buy lottery tickets all the time still.
They
Like,
do?
yeah.
What are they expecting?
I don't know. I think it's just like a thing that they've always done. And then they're like, when we win, we're going to give you $30 million because after taxes, like, this is how much we're going to win. Like, it's always a thing that they say like every
Chris
week.
Does that too. Whenever Chris and I are driving somewhere like random, like we go down to San Diego and we're like halfway between and we're in like Bodunkville, or wherever we're traveling around the world. He's like, we should get a lottery ticket. This is the kind of gas station that wins. And I was like, or we could invest that $20 and it could grow exponentially in the stock market.
I think these people are wonderful, and they're the why not me people, because someone
That's
has
true.
to win. And so it's like you trying to be famous, Kelty. Why not you for Kelty Night from Alberta?
That's what my parents say though. They're like, somebody's got to win. It's going to be us.
I appreciate
Maybe one
that.
day it will.
My sister loves. She believes one day she is going to win the lottery.
I think pretty much everybody that plays the lottery thinks that. You're not going to play the lottery if you don't think you're going to win.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. It's $60 million. What about the scratchers?
I like
Those
a
are
scratcher
fun.
because it's like it's like an activity. And you actually are like, you feel like you're doing something yourself. Whereas the lottery, you're picking a random number.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
The problem with the lottery too is if you start picking your own numbers, then you got to keep doing it, because the week that you don't pick your numbers is the week that they're going to pick those numbers. And then it becomes this like addiction.
I bet you played McDonald's Monopoly.
Oh yeah. Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Loved it. Obsessed with it when I was a kid.
And you were like, I'm just going to go get a cheeseburger every fucking day until I get goddamn Boardwalk.
Yes, and I was like putting all the puzzle pieces or the pieces together. I think I won like one large fry once, but like when you're a kid, that is like winning $60 million.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, we have another ick, and this is one that I do. When he posts Spotify screenshots on his story. You
I do
know when
that.
you're on a walk and you hear a song and you're like, this song represents what I'm feeling, and it's a better representation than any Instagram story I could give the world. And so you just post the song, but like no one else on the planet is in your same mind world, and no one else needs to hear that song.
It's like why I don't want you to show me your fucking phone to watch a video on it. I'm not in the space where I want to see somebody fall down, Nancy. I'm serious and I'm daydreaming about what I'm eating for lunch. So don't put that phone in my face and make me watch a YouTube video I'm not in the mood for.
What
are you talking about?
No, that is annoying when especially if it's like a TikTok, fine, because they're short.
Yes,
but like
they're
if somebody's
short.
showing you a YouTube video that's going to take like a minute long or a couple minutes long.
Wait, is this like on Instagram or is this in public, Becca?
I'm just saying it's the equivalent where it's like you're saying how not everybody's in that headspace. Not everybody's like, it's not like a 3 p.m. on a Tuesday in the Hollywood Hills. Some people are like working at the dental hygienist or working as a dental hygienist and they're scrolling Instagram and they're like, must be nice, Kelty night. Yes, I like Christina Perry too, but I can't listen to her on Tuesday on a 3 p.m.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. And also, I do agree with you on the YouTube videos. Sometimes, a lot of times this used to happen to me when I was on ET and I loved all the staff and you're all special snowflakes. But like people, like you're involved in people's life. I'm sure this happened to you on set, Becca. And like the guy that does craft services would be like, oh my God, you got to see my niece this weekend. Do the slip and slide. And I was like, I'm trying to memorize some lines right now. I'm not going to be able to like check out your niece on the slip and slide at this moment. But like, good to see you, Greg.
Yes. And
Yeah.
also, if you're going to make me watch something, I don't want to touch your phone because I don't want to touch anyone's phones because they're filthy and like disgusting and have feces on them. But then I also don't want you getting up in my grill holding your phone for me to look at where I can smell your breath. So it's a lose-lose for me.
Yeah, I feel that. I have an ick.
what's
My
yours?
biggest ick when I was dating is when grown men would call themselves a boy. Like, and this happened all of the time, especially on dating apps, where they'd be like, just a Midwestern boy out in the big city. And it's like, you're 45 years old, Greg. Like, stop referring to yourself as a fucking boy. That was like my biggest ick while dating. It's disgusting.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is blackheads. I mean, we all have them, but I try weekly to extract mine. And I don't like seeing them on other people at all.
Do you like watching videos of blackhead removal?
No.
Love
it.
removal.
Dude, that is like a blackhead removal video is like, I don't really understand ASMR, but like I do understand visual ASMR with the blackhead popping video.
That makes me want to die.
I love it. So sad.
I also watch so I've been sleeping so weird that every morning at like 3 a.m. I wake up and then like I just scroll through TikTok for like hours. Like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But yesterday there was a TikTok video of someone that had a tongue piercing and then a bug got stuck in the tongue piercing like a slug and they had to pull it out and it was like so long and then the guy was like, this is fake. And then like I never got the conclusion of did they get it out? Was it fake?
How the hell is a bug or is a slug getting stuck in your tongue piercing if it's not fake?
I agree. And also, I will say, as someone who had their tongue pierced in high school, that hole's still there. It never heals.
Ew.
That's like my nose.
Now that it's... You
my
had your
belly button.
nose pierced?
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm like Y2K's back, I could put the tongue ring back in.
I think you should. You should for
Please
when we go on
don't.
tour. You should do a
Should we
tongue
put our
ring.
belly button rings back in?
Yeah,
I
my
could
belly
never
button
get a belly
hole's
button
still
ring to
done.
stay in. It grew out every time.
Oh, your body rejected it?
Body rejected it.
I haven't
Didn't
tried
wanna
in a
mess with his
while.
abs.
But I definitely within the last year have gotten something through my belly button.
Like a
Like
piercing?
an earring.
Oh, okay.
I can get something through it.
You said something, and I was like, I don't know what
Like
that
a
is.
thing. Like not
Like a
even-
piece of lint?
Well, I don't have a belly button ring just lying around anywhere.
But that's why I was like, what? Where did you acquire one?
It felt like you did have a
Well,
belly button ring.
that reminds me of Zach's ick is the toe ring.
Oh, Zach will be happy to learn that my toe rings has disappeared. It's
Oh,
fallen
good.
off my toe recently, and I don't know how. So he'll be thrilled.
Good, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Also,
Let him
the
know.
ick, the smell of other people's houses. That's it.
Oh,
Just even if it's good?
No, 20% of the world's houses are good, but like a lot of people, when you're
Where'd you
someone
get that
cooks
stat?
dinner, stink. That's it. Love you. Love your house. Okay,
we weren't here for a long time.
we're here for a good time. Ick.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday. Today's episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by the new Starbucks Baya Energy Drink with caffeine naturally found in coffee fruit. It's energy that's good. Starbucks Baya Energy Drink is available online at grocery stores, convenience stores, and gas stations nationwide.